Please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's up, party people? Happy Tuesday. We are back at it, ready to go. Actually, we're not even that ready to go. There's nothing to talk about. We don't have a lot. We're going to really tinker to make this work. Who do we got in the streets this morning? We get Sneeps up in here, Jump Shooty, Orion, Snoopaloop's here. It's National Hot Fudge Sunday. We love that. We love a Hot Fudge Sunday, even though after listening to No Dunks with Fred Katz last week, he said that when you're looking for something cold and refreshing, why are you getting dairy? And I think that's a great point. So Team Sorbet from here on out. Brent's here, Stubbs is here, Jump Shooty up in here, J-Bus, Shigs. We get Sneeps trying to make some deals. Bodvine's here, Matic courtside, good morning. Boston base talking to Boston Rivers, looking for foods here. And the common man, welcome. Actually, you know what? We have, there's more. 3DH, JJL, homies, Joe Albert. What's up, everybody? Hey, and Fenny up early, too. Early. You know what? I will fire up a little giveaway. I wasn't planning on it, but then I remembered that after I tried to get rid of all of my moments, Bowdivine was like, here's an Otto Porter. So we'll do that. We'll give away a little moment here. So do me a favor, like the stream, subscribe to Team Hold, put hashtag Porter. And if we're going to invoke a Porter this early in the morning, we have to absolutely do this.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers. Throwing things in buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
All right, we're back. Are we back? Sorry, the homie sent me something about something in my neighborhood, people stealing mail. That's crazy. All right, so yeah, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Porter. We'll get cooking early. Hey, let's do some news and notes of a Team Hold, not of actual basketball. Remember, no morning show tomorrow, but we'll be back doing some underdog drafts in the afternoon. On Thursday, we've got a special guest on Thursday, Mr. Andrew Laird. So Rare Data himself is going to come on the show. We're going to talk a little So Rare So Rare had this like big announcement on the football side of things last week that was essentially their roadmap. And I feel like there could be some fun ways to tease out what some of that means and how that could impact the basketball and maybe even baseball side of things, assuming we get some information from them in the next month or so. So Laird's going to come on. We're going to hang out, maybe talk Villanova and the Knicks, since he must be so excited as he likes both fan bases. And now you got Dante DiVincenzo. You've got Josh Hart, who I don't believe can be extended until August officially. But then you also have Jalen Brunson. So I'm sure he will be very excited. So that's going to be Thursday, and then Friday, normal show. And also, you seeing this beautiful shirt right here, dude? Let's go. Team Hold. And then let's see. Can you see the back? See the back? Sponsor me, you cowards, okay? Sponsor me, you cowards. If you guys want to check out our merch over here, go over to teamholdnft.com. You can see all the fun stuff. This is our team hold selection, if you will. But of course, if you're like, hey, I'm more of a Top Shot Tony than I am team hold, you can go over to Top Shot Tony. He's got his own stuff right there. Bang, bottom shot, bottom shot, bottom shot. We also have the NBA bit, which is the show you're watching right now. And then again, if you just watch to hate, if you hate watch like it's a reality television show, you can go ahead to the team fold section and buy some Haterade. So check out all that stuff. Mint chocolate chip. Mint chocolate chip is my favorite ice cream flavor there, Boston based. Great question. Really good question. I think that's it for bits of stuff that we need to cover. I don't think anything really happened yesterday. Court or interview? What do you mean court or interview? What do you mean? What was that? What's that in reference to? Court or interview? I missed it. Mint chocolate chip top 3. There we go. Yeah. When are Team Holt mugs coming? Yeah, we do need some Team Holt. That is true. We do need some Team Holt. People out on mint chocolate chip. Honestly, I haven't had mint chocolate chip ice cream in forever. Oh, fresh shave. Oh, got you. Yeah, it was yesterday. No, in honor of getting rid of all of my moments for a fresh NBA Top Shot start, I did fresh. You know what it was, dude? I was uncomfortable this week. It was too hot in New York, and I was just feeling like, ugh, and I needed it all off. I also had some from when I went to All-Star Game weekend. We went to this DraftKings party that was also sponsored by Dollar Shave Club, and I got this like sick Dollar Shave Club package there, and I was like, I have never used this stuff because I never shaved my face, so I'm like, now's the time to do it. You know, Vegas is over. I don't have really anything coming up in the next like couple months. Let's, start fresh. Use the products. All right. I think that's it for shenanigans. What we're going to do today, I want to talk a little bit about Donovan Mitchell, which I'll be completely honest. All of that information I took from the the Hoop Collective podcast that Tim Bontemps was on. Colton, were you at All-Star? Were you at the All-Star Game weekend? But yeah, that's all we're going to, I'm going to pick apart that conversation a little bit, or just kind of share it with you in case you didn't listen to it. And then I guess we'll look at a little bit of NBA Top Shot related stuff, because there was a couple of things that happened yesterday. We have the pack drop today, and then we also have, what's the other thing? Pack drop. Oh, there was something else I wanted to look at. Colton, did we meet? Did we meet at All-Star Game weekend? I'll feel really bad if we didn't. I'm not. 4th row? Oh, wait, Colton, were you one of the Top Shot bros? Were you the VIPs? Did you spend like, what was it, $100,000? But you get to go. Are you going to Indianapolis this year? That'd be pretty sick. All right. We did not. Okay. All right. Speaking of Indianapolis, I do think we're going to be making our way to Indianapolis for All-Star Game weekend this year. More details to come on that. But we are going to Vegas for the midseason tournament in December. So if that's the thing you're into, the first ever, we're going to go for the Final 4 games, right, that are on that Thursday. I think it's December 7th, 9th. I don't know. Whatever that Thursday is. And then the final on Saturday, we'll be going to that as well. Very exciting. Very exciting. Oh, you live in Utah. Hell yeah, dude. All right. So I listen to the Hoop Collective. I also highly recommend the Hoop Collective podcast if you haven't listened to it. It's funny. It is an ESPN produced podcast, right? So it's most of their best form of it is Brian Windhorst, Tim Bontemps, and Bam McMahon, right? Tim McMahon. That's their best version of it. Sometimes they have different guests. It is kind of funny though. They I know they have a producer. They just refuse to get good audio. I think maybe it's because of the Wi-Fi since they're traveling all the time, but that always makes me laugh. But I hadn't really thought about this, and Bontemps brought it up yesterday. So Mitchell is extension eligible this fall. And they all 3 of them were pretty much in congruence that there was not a chance in hell that Donovan is going to sign an extension with Cleveland. And the way they were talking about it made it seem like Cleveland, when they made this move, were kind of already aware of it. And it just, to me, that makes the beginning of this season for the Cavs kind of intriguing, because if you get off to a slow start, that's not going to keep them here. And then I wonder if they do get off to a slow start, they're going to be like, hey, listen, this isn't maybe the best future for us, knowing that we're probably going to lose Donovan Mitchell. Why don't we move Donovan Mitchell and try to scoop somebody else in his stead? Or even if it's just young assets being like, hey, we're building around Darius Garland and we're building around Evan Mobley. And it's funny because I think so much of it depends on the third year of Evan Mobley. And I know Tesla's in the chat, so he's about to tell us that he's got no bag, which honestly is true. The more that I was thinking about it, that is fair. But so much depends on like Mobley's ability to develop, whether it's an outside shot or just more of a presence. Because if he can't, and as they pointed out in the podcast, you can't really play Jarrett Allen and Mobley together offensively if that's the case. So there is kind of a lot riding on, I think, like the first couple of months for Cleveland. And their offseason moves, right? They added Max Strus. They added Georges Niang. So they've added some pieces that shored up that position, like no more of Isaac Okoro, Lamar Stevens, those type of starting three wings, whatever. They still have Karis LeVert coming off the bench. But Cleveland's kind of in a spicy situation. And New York, which I think everybody's been like, well, New York has the assets to make the move for Joel Embiid. And it would be kind of funny if it's not Embiid that they're going after, but it's like the second go around with Donovan Mitchell, because we know that Donovan wanted to go to New York. It was just that the deal that Cleveland was presenting was better. And clearly by the performance that Lauri Markkanen's been having for Utah, that is the case. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Also, speaking of Mobley, like having like a third year be incredibly important for an organization, it's kind of a similar spot with like lower stakes for the Toronto Raptors, right? Because I think a lot of their future is dependent on what Scotty Barnes can do in his third year. Like, is he going to be able to take on the bulk of the offense or the facilitation of the offense like they've kind of alluded to, unless it's Dennis Schroeder season and he's really going to be the one running point. But I mean, the goal for them, I think, is for Scotty. That's what they're going to do this year. They're going to test out Scotty holding the ball. And if that works, if that proves to be effective, all of a sudden the landscape of what Toronto is trying to do in the foreseeable future changes, right? They're like, whoa, we might have a ceiling. We got to start building around. And I think that's the same thing with Cleveland right now. We're like, if Evan Mobley calling him Evan just sounds funny. If Evan if Evan makes a step forward, I think maybe Donovan looks at it and is like, okay, maybe we do have championship aspirations here with this squad of Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell. But if he doesn't, Donovan's bouncing, and if Scotty doesn't, I mean, like, where does Toronto go? Wow, that was weird. Where does Toronto go from there? Let me see. Top Shot Tesla said, "About to see if a non-shooting point guard can still succeed in today's NBA." Yeah, I mean, I don't want to call him Ben Simmons because that's not what he is, right? I mean, and we only remember Ben Simmons of like late, where he was terrible. But like when Ben Simmons first got out there, they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter that he can't shoot because he defends, he can facilitate, he can run the floor. He does everything else very, very well. And I think obviously Barnes isn't afraid to shoot. Like, he might not be a great shooter, but he's not like Ben Simmons where he's like, I refuse to shoot. So I don't know. I'm very intrigued by both of those squads. SGA is succeeding. What is did I miss something in the chat? What is this in reference to? Is SGA succeeding? Do you mean this year? Do you mean in general? Do you mean off the court, in love? Like, what are we talking about here? Wow, Regulator, this is a spicy, spicy take. Ben Simmons is Ben Wallace with handles. Giddey, non-shooting point guards. Get ready for this. I think Giddey's going to shoot over 35% from three this year. All right? Man, this is total eye test stuff. Let me actually look at this. We're going to pull up Basketball Reference right now. So Giddey down the stretch. Jesus, why can't I think I bit my lip the other day. Actually, I think I did it on show. And since then, it's been a mess. Also, did I close out of the giveaway thing? I did. All right. I know I said I was doing a giveaway here for an Otto Porter, and we will still do that. I realized I just X'd out of it, though, so I apologize. Hold on one second. So like the stream, subscribe, #Porter. We'll start this again. I want to pull up Josh Giddey here for a second, because down the stretch, it felt like he was shooting the ball a little bit better. But I wonder if I just watched the two games where he went like 4 for 7 from three. So let's look at his. Again, I can't believe, dude, he's 20. He's going to be 21 going into this season, or is 20 right now. So let's look at the 2022. So he shot Just under, oh no, it's career. He shot 32% from three. So he went up from 26% to 32% in the last 2 years. So that's like a considerable difference, right? And he was going, basically what he did though, actually, if we're looking at this, basically what he did was he took one less a game. So he's still hitting one a game, but he went from 1 for 4 to 1 for 3, essentially. Let's look at this year. Hold on, let me blow this up a little bit more here. Oh, James Harden, there we go. Josh Giddey, also like a fun follow on socials. All right, I want to scroll down. Let's look at, somebody needs to buy Basketball Reference. I don't know what site, but just so it can move a little bit faster. All right, so let's look at these last games. So 2 for 5, 1 for 5, 2 for 7, 1 for 4, 0 for 1, 1 for 3, 3 for 5, 2 for 6, 2 for 5. Yeah, so basically he just started taking, there it is. This is probably the game I saw against Utah. 4 for 6, 1 for 4, 1 for 1. But if he could just go 2 for 5 a game, 2 for 5 a game, that like drastically, this is Josh Giddey, yeah. Drastically changes, I feel like, a lot of their upside, right? Go to the splits. I thought I was at this. What was that? What do you mean go to the splits? Let's look at the splits. Hold. Oh, I see you, girl. My bad. But now I swear to God, this just like slows the cookies. It's the cookies of Basketball Reference. All right, let me check again. Bang. This is from last year. Anyways, I kind of dig it. Oh, here we go. This is what you were saying. Oh my God, all these ads. So when we look he had 1 month where he shot over 30. No, that's not true. So in December he went, how many? He went 16 for 37. And then in March, he went 21 for 55. Well, I took a lot in March. I mean, obviously, there's probably more games in March too, and then trailed off again. Anyways, I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited to see what OKC's ceiling will look like with with Chet Holmgren healthy. I also saw Chet Holmgren is jumping in with Team USA. I don't know if he's playing, but they did the extended roster. Chet Holmgren and somebody else was added to the roster. I'm excited to see that. That'll be, I don't know. I'm too high on the Thunder. It's going to come back and bite me. That is going to come back and bite me. Anyways, the point of all of that was that the first conversation is that I do think like Cleveland is in a tough spot here come the fall. Because I also think there's there's a great possibility they start out something like 15-5, and Donovan Mitchell is still just kind of like, nah, I'm still not. I don't care. We could win a chip this year and I'm out. All right. Regulators said, what 5 players will OKC cut? Let's look at, let me pull that up. Let's see if we can find the active roster for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That could be a fun little exercise. Who would you cut? All right. Let's see. We got OKC active roster. It would have been fun to do this stuff ahead of time. All right, let's go to the worldwide leader in sports' webpage. Here we go. All right, so we got Davis Bertans, Jared Butler. All right, Jared Butler. Let's see how many names we haven't heard of before. Ousmane Dieng. Dieng looked pretty good in summer league. You got Lou Dort, Usman Garuba. Giddey, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Chitty Chit, Holmgren, Isaiah Joe. People forget about Isaiah Joe. We're shooting like 82% from 3 last year off the bench. That's all of a sudden, man, when you're relying less and less on Isaiah Joe, that's pretty exciting. Trey Mann. This is the what was he? The EuroLeague MVP, Vasily Micic? No, I killed that. Depot's probably gone. I imagine Oladipo goes somewhere else. Maybe Poku's on his way out. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, I do think they like Oliver Sarr. Cason Wallace is their rookie. Ty. I forgot Ty's on OKC. Wow. Ty on OKC. Can you believe? Do you say Ty's already gone? All right, so there you go. Ty's already gone. Who else we got here? Lindy Waters, Jack White. Bandy just came in hot, dude. We've already seen each other today, bro. You've already gone up for a walk. Came in hot. Ron Wiggins. You get the 2 J-Dubs, Kenrich Williams. They like Kenrich too. I thought Lindy Waters was gone as well. Maybe this isn't up to date, ESPN. Maybe they laid off too many people, ESPN. But yeah. Oh, Ty is gone. Will be gone. Yeah, I could see it being Aaron Wiggins. So we need to pick 5. Aaron Wiggins, Ty Washington. I could see them moving Ty for like a second round pick too. So that's one. All right. Ty, Lindy Waters, Aaron Wiggins. I think it's going to be Oladipo. I feel like Oladipo is going to be gone. And then, I don't know, man. You could see Trey Mann. You could see Garuba. I don't know who Jared Butler is. Is he a rookie? 1.5. I don't know who Jared. Forgive me, sir. I am not aware of your game. Joker Rock said, sorry I'm late. Had an ad for Bumble when I joined, so I had to check out what it was. Well, best of luck to you, Joker Rock. Best of luck to you. Aaron Wiggins would be a good fit for the Hornets. Yeah. Anytime someone brings up a bad contract, yeah, shut up, Bertans getting absolutely paid. Tesla said, is there still some weird log jams on some teams? Like, do the Magic still have a glut of guards similar to the Raps having too many forwards? See any trades still going down this summer? Well, I think the biggest one, I mean, your team, the Raptors, are the biggest one. That just because Siakam's name keeps getting thrown around. And I think you guys brought it up before I heard it on a podcast, was the Pacers, right? That Siakam could get moved to Indiana for like, I don't know, either picks or because I'm assuming Toronto would be more interested in picks than somebody like Buddy Hield. So yeah, I think Toronto's in a weird spot, but right, Miami has Cole Anthony, they have Markelle Fultz, they have Jalen Suggs, they drafted Anthony Black, with like a high pick. So Anthony Black's going to play. My guess is Cole Anthony is on his way out. You guys know how I feel about Cole Anthony, but I think he's going to be on a different team, whether it's come the beginning of the season or the trade deadline. But yeah, Orlando's. I'm fascinated with how Orlando. Oh, did I say Miami? What did I say? The Miami Magic? Wow, my bad. That sounds like a different establishment in Miami. Yeah, Anthony Black is good. I mean, Markelle Fultz though. Markelle Fultz. The second half of that season, after he came back from that injury, he looked great. Fultz looked great. And then Suggs, it's probably too early to give up on unless you're getting like a real piece back. Like I could see, say Orlando is in like that 7 to 9 range come January, come like January or February. I could see I could see Jalen Suggs getting dangled as trade bait. Like Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, and a pick for another big. Because right, they're big now. Who do they have? They have Wendell Carter as their starting center, and then you get Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner as your like 3-4. And then I don't even know. I forget where's Jonathan Isaac now? Is he on Portland? Is Isaac on Portland? Sorry, gotta get a little more coffee in. Keep an eye out on potential minor move between Magic and Raps. Magic GM was part of the Raps organization last year. There you go. All right, let's here we go. Remind people here, like the stream, subscribe, #Porter. All right, let's do that. And then I'm gonna do a mental health check real quick, and then we'll reset and see what else we're gonna talk about today. Because you know what? I don't know. Where's the long one there? But I'm just not gonna do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. All right, Mike, you doing any top shotting today? No. No, but I mean I'll talk about it for a second, but I'm not. How is Dame asking out bad for the NBA? So I think what the Austin Rivers quotes are interesting. I'm sure everybody saw that video by now. I don't have it queued up or anything. I thought I think the real issue is that what this type of player movement is affecting the mid-level guys, right? So instead of the mid-level guys getting like, I don't know what a mid-level contract is, like $9 million a year, $11 million a year, they're getting like $3 or $4 million. So you're basically making the most or you're making the least. I think that was like the crux of what Austin Rivers was trying to say. And I get that. I think everybody else focused on how he was saying guys like Dame and KD are ruining the league. I don't think that is the case. I also thought it was funny, like to say that they were the first, that this is like new all-stars asking for trades. Because like, isn't that how Will Chamberlain? I mean, isn't that how Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got to the Lakers? Isn't that how? I mean, Will Chamberlain did it too. I think that that's happened a few times where trade demands has where superstars have forced their way out of situations. Maybe it's just covered more now. Maybe it's just recency bias that we're like, the whole league is different. I don't know if I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I think I think Dame is so different too. Dame played for this team for what, like 10 years, right? Has done everything by them. He said, "Hey, listen, I'm not ready. I don't want to be here and rebuild. That's not what I want to do." The organization said, "Don't worry, we're going to get somebody else to replenish." And then they took Scoot, which of course they took Scoot. That's the best thing for the organization. But then Dame was like, I just said I don't want to rebuild. Get me out. So I think Dame is so different than what like James Harden does or what Kevin Durant's done. Those are I like, and Kyrie, I guess we include the three of them. But right, if you take out those three, if you take out Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden, how often are superstars forcing their way out of teams? The only one that comes to mind off the top of my head, and I did zero research for this before the show because this is coming from a question in the chat, is Anthony Davis getting his way out of New Orleans, right? When he basically wore a t-shirt that had like a middle finger, I think, or no, he said, "That's all, folks." And then he was like, "I'm not playing." The Pelicans shut him down. They traded him to the Lakers. And again, I might be totally blanking right now, but I just can't. Kevin Garnett did it, but Kevin Garnett was closer to what Damian Lillard's doing. If anything, Kevin Garnett waited too long to ask out. Same thing with Dame, right? And so I don't know. And maybe I'm missing people here, though. Maybe I am missing some people here. I think there's more speculation that people are going to demand trades. And I think everybody freaks out about that. Stan says people just scared of Miami. They would not cry if the Lakers are New York because of media bias. No, I mean, we were just talking about Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden, who all went to New York, and people were crying about that too. Yeah, I think looping Dame into these situations are unfair. You know, can anybody give me other examples besides the three that I listed and then Anthony Davis, right? Like if you take out KD, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving, the player, like no one's demanding trades. Or no, it's not as like where everyone's like, oh, Karl Anthony Towns might ask out. Karl Anthony Towns has never asked out. I mean, you could say Donovan Mitchell, but like that was a mutual thing. Kawhi Leonard, I mean, when he was in San Antonio, I guess. Ben Simmons, hey, you know what? How about a superstar? I said an all-star, a good player. I'm not going to include Ben Simmons in that list. No, but he's not. Donovan Mitchell isn't. He's just not going to extend. That's very different than demanding a trade in the middle of a contract. You know, and you're saying, and Shiggins is saying Kawhi, right? So Kawhi when he was San Antonio Spur, right? We're talking about Spur. If you guys want to include Ben Simmons, fine. We can include Ben Simmons. So now we have two examples. We have Ben Simmons and we have Anthony Davis. If you want to put Ben Simmons on the same level as Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden doing it, then okay, we can do that. I just want you to know that is not, they're not on the same. Late to the show, Mitchell has some point guard. No, you know what? You don't want Mitchell. You don't want Mitchell, Jared. You don't want Mitchell. Paul George in OKC. Yeah, but that was more of a handshake deal with with Presti. Like I think that was that everybody was kind of on the same page when that went down. There were probably a lot more that were not made public. Oh, maybe okay, but now I don't know. Wait, hold on. I'm not defending. Hold on. Boston Bay says, look, I'll always defend players over ownership, but you hurt your team by doing shit like Harden does. No, I'm not saying I agree with what they're doing. I'm saying it's talked about more than it happens. Like if you take out KD, Harden, if you take out the three dudes that went to the Brooklyn Nets, I don't think this is as prevalent as people think it is. And Maddie says, I don't count guys doing it in their last year since they're letting the team know they aren't extending. Totally agree with that too. I think like the biggest issue, Carmelo was in the last year of his deal though. Carmelo doesn't count. Carmelo burned the team he went to more than the team he left, right? Because he did that. the Nuggets recouped, what was it, like Wilson Chandler, there was somebody else, and then a bunch of picks, right? And then he had to go, and then he went. So yeah, I think that's totally different. The Anthony Davis one, where he had like 3 years left on his deal or 4 years left on his deal, that's the stuff that's bad, in my opinion. Snoop Loop with a great point. Ben Simmons should be included. He was the hustle and show reward. Jimmy Butler, I guess. Yeah, I guess Jimmy Butler could be put in there. I guess Jimmy Butler could be put in there. My point is, I feel like it's talked about. I think my point being is that it's talked way more about all-stars demanding trades than trades being demanded. That's all I'm saying. Can you get a Supermax after being traded? I actually don't know. I don't think you can. I don't think. No, I think it has to be with the same. I think it has to be with the same team. I can't, but I honestly don't know that. All right, Jared said I literally didn't hear the conversation. I'm just saying he could be gone in 2 years, and it'll mostly be a waste. Except Cleveland won't get all the assets in return out here. Just I got you. No, I think. You meant PG Paul George. I thought you meant. I'm sorry. I thought you meant Donovan Mitchell being the point guard in OKC, and I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah. That's what, I mean, that was the point of the podcast yesterday with the Hoop Collective, where they were saying, like, if they get off to a slow start, do you think they talk about moving Donovan before the extension talks? All right. Anyways, that was good. Look at that. It was a good little debate. I like that. Eric Fernandez, I hope the Knicks get Donovan Mitchell, because if any organization deserves a player who can score a lot of points in playoff losses, it's the New York Knicks. So I hope you get him. I would love to be able to see him in person drop 45 in a playoff loss. I mean, you deserve it. You deserve it. Stephon Marbury vibes. Oh, man, let's go. I'm going to actually wait till I see Fernandez's comments hit the chat, because I hope he's just tilting his face off right now. Just full tilt. Not a sponsorship of fulltiltpoker.com. All right. I think what we're going to do, we're going to do another mental health check, honestly, for Eric Fernandez. And then what we'll do is, it was a fun little conversation here for, where is it? The fun little Top Shot conversation I wanted to do. Let's do this one. I always forget about that mental health check. That one's one of my favorites. That was when Pac Rip joined. I think Pac Rip was on Ewing was on a Spaces for Top Shot, and something was off with his mic, and it was just it was bad. It was great. I loved it. Also, a reminder: like the stream, subscribe, #Porter. All right, there was a great tweet that was brought to my attention this morning, and I just want us to have like an LOL together. Also, seeing something like the Twitter account in question, he also gave me permission to talk about it, is Humble Poom. And seeing on my because Twitter is now called X, seeing it say X Humble Poom makes me nervous. I don't like seeing it on there. It feels like I'm looking at a bad site. Hold on. What now? My computer's tweaking. I hope my Wi-Fi is fine. There we go. All right, let's see. Did I miss anything? Eric Fernandez just leave after that? All right, here we go. Let's look at this. Let's look at this tweet. Eric said, I think NBA Top Shot can literally brand itself as, I'm sorry, not Eric. Humble Poom said, I think NBA Top Shot can literally brand itself as stock market for NBA. When people come to bet on their favorite players and values, business model would suit so well this way. Start stock market for sports. NBA Top Shot this, in my opinion, that's the best. Quotes, sports, stock market. I got to tell you that nothing has warmed my heart more than seeing that this morning, because that goes to show you we are no longer early, because so much time has passed that we're now throwing back out ideas from when it was early. And I love so much. I love it. I read that and I almost thought that was a Top Shot Tony tweet, because I read it of being like, dude, you know what would be sick? Remember when everything like went nuts the first time? What if we did that again? But except they thought it was a brand new idea that nobody had talked about. And then there was the replies to stuff like this always always makes me LOL too. But I forgot about this tweet. Spence replied with a Jacob tweet from October 1st, 2021. And Jacob tweeted out, and just like that, at NBA Top Shot is live. For the first time in history, you can own officially licensed moments from your favorite teams and players. It's like NBA trading cards meet the stock market built on the blockchain for the 21st century. Anyway, so that made me LOL. And of course, listen, no one's holding Jacob to that. That was a different time. The rules seem to be different. I'm sure they hit more roadblocks legally with securities and whatever I don't know, whatever. But anyways, that was just like fun. I enjoyed that. That was like a fun thing to wake up to. Shout out Humble Poom for putting out great ideas that no one's thought about yet and that we can all, rally around. But I guess to stay on Top Shot, right? We have a little packy drop today. So what is the stuff? So if you open up the app, if you're in the app pack on July 25th, that is today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's an app exclusive pack for $13.99. Or if you're like, I'm not a big fan of technology, let's do this in web-based form. For 14 trade tickets, you can get the same exact pack. So in their mind, this what I do like is they now equate trade tickets for $1, right? We used to think they were $2. They're $1 now. So that the price seems relatively the same. And just a reminder, in these extra spice packs, they include 6 different moments and an opportunity at finding 25 of Steph Curry's first anthology moment. Each pack contains 2 of those extra to minted to 2,500. Fire emoji. All right. So one thing I wanted to do, and this was Jump Shoot's idea, right? So we could look at the marketplace. Hold on, let's look at the marketplace, and I wanted to let's sort what did we say was $13.99? I know I'm not sharing screen yet. I will in a second. We're gonna sort by $14, and I'm just curious what so you could get 2 extra spice moments, or you could do this. And again, I know they've designed it. They've designed this pack drop that you're not really getting it. You're like, oh, cool, I got an extra spice. But what you're really doing here is, oh, sorry, I sorted the wrong way. What you're really doing here is taking shots at a Steph Curry. So you're basically out of how many packs? Did they say how many packs are selling? Between trade ticket packs and between the app packs, I don't know how many packs that's going to be, but they're out of 2,500. But what you're doing is taking shots, not at these extra spice moments. You're taking a shot at the Steph Curry. Sure, you can connect and collect, whatever. You could also just buy those on the marketplace for $2. So anyways, let's go take a look here. We'll go over to NBATopShot.com and just kind of look at what you could get for $14. So instead of buying the app pack, instead of these trade tickets, here you go. We have a Wendell Carter Jr. rare moment. That's a throwdown. Chris the Boucher, a Peyton Pritchard Top Shot debut from Series 2. Kelly Oubre throwdown. RJ Barrett, look at this. Series 2 All-Star Game moment. There you go. Wendell Carter Jr. You get a Series 4 for the win. A Mike Conley rare from Series 3. A De'Aaron Fox Series 1 moment. You've got a Agbaji from Utah, his explosion Top Shot debut. You got a playoff reward for the Bucks. Markieff Morris Series 1 Top Shot debut. So a lot of rares, though. Another Bojan Bogdanovic Series 3 rare MGLE. You've got Lauri Markkanen, Dylan Brooks, Harrison Barnes all throw it down or for the wins. More MGLEs. Chris Middleton out of 1,000 Series 1. Akira Lewis Jr. Top Shot debut. So I guess my point being is, what would you rather? Are you more interested in firing off some darts at Steph Curry Legendary, or would you rather just go buy something that is good in there? Luke Cornett will not be $2. Don't disrespect him like that. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Mike doesn't get it. What are you talking about, Luke Cornett, or just in general? I don't get it. Darts. Okay. So yeah. And I think that is why, I think that is why Top Shot designed it this way, right? They were like, listen, sure, you're probably going to get an L if it's all extra spice packs, but 25 of you are going to land a Steph Curry Legendary. That'll be worth something. So, and that's why and I guess it makes sense. Orion said not interested in any of you in any of the ones that you listed. Yeah, I know. You know what I actually think? I think I think the better thing would be Dwight Howard Series 1 debut is $14 too. There's Trae Young rares in there, Lou Dort rares. Yeah. Yeah. I guess, I don't know. Maybe you're better off buying like two $8 moments. Or maybe, listen, maybe this proved the point right there. Maybe this proved the point that listing all of those moments is like, you know what? Might as well go for the packs. How many of you are going for packs today? I see, I know Boston Base is, I'm sure Sneeps is, J Mac. Are you guys going for both? Are you going for both? Are you going for the app packs and the trade tickets? Or are you just trying to do like one or the other? Is one more interesting? I saw somebody tweeted out today too that they saved up a bunch of trade tickets, but it's actually for the series one drop and not for the spice. All right, Orion's grabbing a few. J Bus says I have to sleep. There we go. Brent said I got some trade tickets lined up for the packs. Regulators getting one trade ticket pack. Boston Base is doing both. I'm going for two trade ticket packs. Says Sneeps. J Bus said I will wait back up for one pack. Yeah, that's good though. I like this. I think it makes it like, even though I'm not lining up for it, it's good. I think it's fine. I think this is like a healthy amount of excitement around it. And I hope one of you sickos land a Steph Curry. That will be fun. Series one drop isn't getting enough tension. There are 21,000 packs. Yeah, I mean, it's what? Oh, so you're saying 21,000 times 40? So that's because you're saying that's how many moments are being burned. Is that what you're saying? And Jared says minimum 6 trade ticket packs for me. Probably not app unless I can't get 6 there. There you go. Yeah, so 850,000 moments are getting burned through the Series 1 packs. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's great. That's great. What do you think Steph goes for day 2? I have no idea, man. What's that out of 99? What are the LeBrons going for these days? Let me go back over to the marketplace. Oh, I meant to share screen. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go back over to Dish. Let's clear these filters, baby. All right, let's do that. Let's sort by anthology. Let's look at LeBron. I forgot KD had an anthology too. All right, so this one's going for 21.5. This is the Cleveland block is going for 21.5. This is the but that's out of 23, right? And this one's out of 99. And that's going, so it's probably going to be comparable to this. I mean, maybe a little bit less, right? You think it's going to be like 3K? All right, Jared's saying Steph around 1K. Interesting. You think it's going to be that low, huh? You think it's only going to be 1,000? Why is that? Why do you think that one will be so much lower than the LeBron? I mean, I guess Steph is valued a lot lower than LeBron compared to like let's look at the Top Shot debuts. I saw LeBron debut was sold. Let's do LeBron. And then let's do Steph. Not Lance Stevenson. Common. So what's the biggest gap? The gap between here, yeah, all right, 13, 15. So it's about $1,000. But how many less are there? There's 1,000. Oh no, it's the same. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? LeBron's is the second best moment of LeBron's career. KD's selling around 950, 1K. Okay. All right, 1K. I'll take the L there. I hadn't been paying attention. There you go, 1,000 for the Steph. There you go. Best of luck. Best of luck to everybody. Anything else that we need to hit here before we wrap? I think we'll wrap a little early. Just a reminder for the rest of the week here. The rest of the week. Tomorrow, no NBA bit. We will be back in the middle of the day doing a little underdog. Thursday, Andrew Laird from So Rare Data is going to be joining the show Thursday morning. And then Friday, we'll have our normal show as well. Remember, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Porter, because we're the Porters. Woo! And then if you have anything else, hit me up. Put it in the chat. Tomorrow's the last day to let me know if you won a moment from the giveaway show on Friday. If you don't do it, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to give them away and redeem links or something. We'll see. But appreciate everyone being here this morning. Check out all of the links in the show notes, right? The links in the show notes. Wait, my Series 1? So what are you talking about? What Series 1 So Rare are you missing? Make sure sign up for Underdog. Go get some merch. Make sure you subscribe to the new channel. Sign up for So Rare. Join the Discord. Sign up for fantasy football. Do all of those things. Here we go. Let's spin this thing. Wait, Manic Auto, DM me. What are you talking about? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, wait. Is that a Max Strus thing, Manic Auto? Is that what you're talking about? Joel Peralta, who I just sent his moment the other day. Congrats, Joel. I sent it this morning, I think. You are getting an auto porter, baby, to the moon. To the moon. I hope everybody has a good rest of the day. It's Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon. We are out.